Hello everyone, my name is Alfred and welcome to my third tutorial on VIM. Today we have a lot of exciting stuff going on. I will talk about more powerful feature about editing, and with this you can make your editing more easy. So let's go back to the file at the end. So I organized the file a little bit, so just give a brief review of what we have been doing. So in the first tutorial, I say in the command prompt just type VIM, we'll open a new file to edit, and if you use VIM and file name, you can open a file for editing. And to quit the editor, and you didn't save anything, you didn't edit anything, then just column Q. And if you actually want to save and quit, then use WQ. And if you want quit without saving, Q ban here. So just a brief review, and this is actually J here. Let me save my change. So for cursor movement, we use 4 keys. For basic keys is H to the left, L to the right, K to the up, and J go down. And this is really useful because your finger doesn't need to leave the main keyboard area. And caret key goes to the beginning of the line. Dollar key goes to the end of line. So notice that you don't need to press shift to use this dollar key or caret key, because this 4 and 6 or aka dollar and caret are the same. So when we are inputting capital letters as a command, we do need to press shift, but not for this case. So W will just move forward by a word, and B will move backward by a word, and GG goes to the beginning of the file we are editing, and capital G aka shift, press shift, and then G, we go to the end of the file we are editing. So let me go back. We will add line 21. So if I want to go to line 22, then I press column and give the number, and I go to here. So now let's start our new tutorial on tutorial 3. So last time I actually leave on cursor movement, which is let the cursor goes even faster, is this curly brace. So you see this left curly brace is moved to the previous paragraph, and the right curly brace lets you go to the next paragraph. Let's see how we can do it. So if I type the left curly brace, you can see that my cursor is actually moved paragraph by paragraph. So the definition of paragraph is a bunch of characters here and a bunch of characters here. In between these two blocks of characters, separated by an empty line here. This line is complete empty. It's complete empty. There's nothing here. So, but a new line character which is invisible. So the definition. This is the definition of paragraph. If I wanna go back, so I can just use the right curly brace, so I can quickly go back to the position I was at there. And so right now I gonna introduce a very compelling command, which is one of the reasons I like VI so much, is this A. So if you are at somewhere, you wanna insert a character here, like my cursor is actually in the position of P. If I wanna insert something after the P, I don't need to press if I just press I to enter the insert mode, and I type in something, this will actually go before my cursor, because that's the position that's gonna insert. So if I actually want to insert something after P, I should go to E and type I and insert here. But rather we can finish this function by just pressing one key, which is A. Say I want to insert something after this P, I press A, and this cursor automatically moves to the next position that is ready for you to input. So I can just input wherever here, and then that's really compelling. And one more compelling thing is the capital A, which is aka Shift plus A. So this will move your cursor to the end. So its function is append to the end of current line. So let me demonstrate this. So let me move my cursor to anywhere, and then hold down my Shift key and press A, and you see my cursor automatically moved to the end of the line there, and it's in insert mode here. I was in command mode. Let me do it again. Press capital A. I'm here, so I'm ready to type anything. So this is really useful because in the code usually you add something, you want to add something to the end. This is like you don't need to use, if you use the $sign, you go to here and you need to move one more. You need to actually go into the insert mode and move the cursor one more key. But with this capital A, you can directly go to the end of the line and do your editing. So this is a really compelling feature. And another thing that's really compelling is this small o, the lowercase o. So say I want to go to the next line that I'm editing. What should I normally do? Normally I need to press $sign and go to the end and go to insert mode and move the cursor one more and press enter. See how many movements are there. It's like, and it's free. Move to the end, go to insert mode and move one more using the arrow key. And actually I can just go here anywhere. I don't actually need to go to the end of the line, just anywhere. Press in command mode, press lowercase o, bam, I got a new line there, and it's automatically in insert mode. I can just add whatever here. Let's try to do this again. I want to separate these two lines, and my cursor was here, then I press this lowercase o, I got a line. This is really compelling when you are going back to your code and want to add something. Then this is quite useful. Practice a little bit and you will like it, I'm sure. So instead of I want to add a new line below, what if I want to add a new line above the current line? Say I was at here, and then I want to add a new line above my current code. So I can use a capital O, or aka press your shift and hold your shift key, press O. Bam, I got a new line above my current code, and I'm also in the insert mode. I'm ready to type in anything. So with this 2O, it's really compelling to quickly insert code to your old code there. So the next command I'm going to introduce is F and B. Here is page down and page up. So remember, the goal of VIM is actually map those keys to the usual keys you use, rather than use those special key. So if you use Control F, it will just page down, go to the next page. Control B will go up the page. So F stands for forward and B stands for backward. So this is very obvious, and that's one very useful tool that you can control your page movement. So if you happen to know a Linux program or Unix program, that's called less. So on a command prompt, say this is a command prompt, and you type labs text file name, then this command will let you view the content of this file. It's actually using the same VI mode, VI keys to control the thing. So if you don't have a page down, then use this Control F and Control P, and it's really compiling. And the next thing I wanna say is copy. So copy, VI doesn't call it copy, it actually call it yank, which is an old word for historical reason. So yank just means copying VI. So the first thing you can do is press Y, and then VI gives a different mode. It's like, what do you actually want to copy? Do you want to copy a whole line? Do you just want to copy a word? Do you want to copy from the current position of your cursor to the beginning of the line? Or do you want to copy from the current position to the end of line? So these are really useful, and you can do it all in your keyboard without the use of a mouse, and everything is in the main keyboard area, so you don't actually need to move your finger out and use the mouse to that as you do in your normal editor. So let's give a try. Let me move to this line. If I want to copy this line, I press Y. The first Y means yen, the second Y means the whole line. So you wouldn't see anything on the screen there, but this line is actually goes to somewhere in your memory and is ready to paste, as you can do on Windows, like copy and paste. So paste is just like press a P, a single P here. Say I want to press the line I just copy, bam. This is one that I copy here, and if I press P again, it just pastes a bunch of times. And if I want to paste this, say 3 times, I can press the key 3 first and then P. So 3 plus P means press 3 times. So this is really useful, and if you want to paste 100 times, we can just type 100 and P, bam. This is really 100 times. So to undo the change, it's U, and U is to undo the change. So this is also useful, as you normally would do by Control Z on Windows or Command Z on Mac OS. So this is YY is to copy a line, and YW is to copy a word. So I can say I want to copy this undo. I can just press Y first and then W, and then move to the position I want to paste this word, and say I want to paste at the current position of my cursor. I just press P, and then that's undo. I can press it multiple times, say here. So, and I can also copy the whole content from my current cursor position to the end of line. Like I press, let me do the beginning of line since the order I put is here. Let's say I want to copy from the current cursor position, this character to the beginning of the line. Then I press Y, and then press this caret key, and then I want to paste it here. See? That's everything like before the current character from W, Y, and Y here. So let me press U to undo this. What if I want to copy the stuff from current position to the end of line? I press Y, and then the $sign, and then here I paste. Bam. That's everything from the current position to the end. So let me press U to undo. And the next thing is to delete. So delete is very similar to yank or copy here. So if you want to delete a line, just press DD, just like YY is copy and then P is paste, and DD here deletes the whole line. And then what if I don't want to delete a line, I just want to delete a word, then I use DW. The first D is delete and W is a word, and DW, I delete the whole word. And what if I just want to delete from the current cursor position to the beginning of the line, then I press D, and then the caret sign, bang, from the current position to the beginning of the line I get delete. So let me just, so DD is just kill this line as line Control K in Emacs. This is a very compelling feature and is usually not available on the normal editors. So for fast deleting, I can just delete here. Oh, let me undo the change. What if I want to delete 3 lines from current line? Then I press the number 3 and then DD. See, all the 3 lines get deleted. So yank and delete can be compiled with this cursor move key, like this W and this beginning of the line, end of line, to do a quick copy and delete function there. So do a little bit practice, and when you get used to it, you will find that it's hard to find replacement in a normal editor. So this is why VI is so cool. And another useful thing is the visual mode. So this is like, it's more similar to when you use a mouse to your selection. So you press your left key of your mouse and move the mouse, you can actually select the stuff. But without mouse, how can we do that? So the answer is to enter visual mode. So if you press a V, now you can see the label here becomes visual, and you can use the JKLH key to do a movement. Say I want to move to the right to do my selection, then you can see the color is different here, and then these areas get selected. So right now I want to copy this area, say for example, then the color is already changed, and that means it's already selected. If I press Y, I can see those areas gone. That means the stuff I select is actually get copied to somewhere in my memory, and then I want to put it here, just paste. I press P. See, the thing I got selected is actually get pasted here, and I can paste it 100 times. Just type 100 and P. See, this is a very accurate control. And press U to undo the change. And if you want to copy a block of code, a fast way to do it is use the capital V, which is the shift. Hold down the shift key and press V, and select the whole line. Use J or K. You can go up or go down, depends on what you want. So say I want to select this area and paste, copy this thing and paste to another place. Then I press Y and go to the end of the file by pressing a capital G and get a new line. I don't actually need to move my cursor to the end and press enter. Say I can use press O to get new line, then press ESC, go back to the control mode and press P, and that was the stuff I just select and paste here. So this is really useful. Like sometimes you writing codes that's say I want to delete the stuff here, then I need to enter the visual mode. After I press capital V, then we can see a visual line here, and J, select the whole area, and D, delete. So this is useful. In our code editing, sometimes we found that we need to delete a whole bunch of code which is in a block. Say I want to delete the whole block of this. I can use the capital visual and then select them all and delete. And if again, I can undo the change by pressing U. And also sometimes you may find you are writing code and the next block you write is very similar to the previous thing. You can just use this capital V and select a whole bunch of code you want to copy and write, and then paste to the new position here, and then you can make change here. Sometimes we are using similar structure of code but just slightly change it, then you don't need to manually copy every line or use mouse, and purely using keyboard is much faster. So this is why so many people love VI, and it's really a compelling feature. So we cover a lot in this tutorial, so make a little bit practice of this, and I think after you master these skills you will love it. And alright, welcome. Thank you for watching my third tutorial, and in the next tutorials I will talk more about the configuration of the VI, so make that more suitable for your personal needs, and you'll find that will be useful as well. Thank you for watching. Let me quit the program.